Hello, ladies and G's, boys and girls. Welcome back to another episode of Rare Sightings with your host, Safari Thunder. And today we're going to be discussing the mating season of the Cervidae, which is also known as the common deer. Now, deer are the hoof ruminant mammals forming the family of Cervidae. Two main groups of deer are the Cervidae, including the muntjac, the elk, also known as the wapiti, the fallow deer, and the chitau. Then we have the capriolinae, including the reindeer, which is also known as the caribou, and the roe deer, and the moose. Now, we all know the story of Bambi. It sometimes gets a little emotional for some. Bambi loses his mom. But just like in life, all things that live must eventually die. Sad, but a reality that we must all face. Now, today, as we're going to be covering the deer in the mating season, we're going to be learning some things that you might not have known. Now, Bambi, a lot of people don't know how Bambi came to be. They think, they just see the baby, but they don't know the story of how the baby came to be. Now, in nature, most animals in nature, it'll take a female and a male, they'll couple up, and during that coupling, they'll conceive another child, or the smaller version of themselves, whatever animal that may be. Now, here we happen to come upon one of our favorite woodland creatures out in the wild, doing what they normally would do, except this is mating season. So we have some of the males, which are also known as the stag or the buck, and what they're doing is trying to find a suitable mate, and more than likely, once that happens, they're going to couple up, they're going to consummate, and they're going to produce offspring. Now, we happen to be lucky in our travels that we've come upon two of our very finest rare species of Cervidae, also known as the deer. We have the male stag, the buck, and then we have the female deer, also known as the doe. Doe, a deer, a female deer. The song, the old nursery rhyme. Anyhow, as we come upon these two, we see that they've already gotten close to each other. They've already decided that this is going to be a go. Everything is a go. So, as we look and we notice, he's mounting the doe. The stag, the buck, he's mounting the doe from behind, from the rear. This is very rare that you find a coupling up with a stag, and the buck is in the process of mounting the doe, and he's mounting her from behind. Now, once again, this is this is not an encampment. This is not a sanctuary. This is just happenstance. We come upon these two out in the wild, and we see that he's clearly anxious. Oh my God. He's clearly anxious to make her feel all of himself. Every single inch. It must go in order to seal the deal, as they say. We must have complete full-on penetration. And so, as we see him lining it up, going for it, as they say, he's going for it. Time and time again, sometimes you might miss the target area. You might not actually make it all the way to home plate, as they say. You might first base, you might end up having competition from another stag, but in this instance, he's taking it all the way home, as we can clearly see. Now, this is not going to be something for the faint of heart. You might want to have to sit your little ones down and explain to him exactly what's going on. He's not trying to hurt her intentionally. Hurt her to hurt her, but he's definitely trying to give her pleasurable pain, so that she knows full on well that he's there. He's come to handle business, and he's gonna ram it all the way home. And so you ram it, juke it, stuck it, locked it away and sealed the deal, and everything is just the way that it should be. Wow, well, this is Safari Thunder, and we've been blessed to come upon this rare act. Well, it's not a rare act, but this act in nature, but it is a very rare sighting, rare indeed.